Hi guys, good evening. You're here with me, Jen the Taxidermy Witch, and last night I started something interesting. I had someone say that they thought that my clothes were fun and interesting, so I want to do something where I show my clothes. And I'd like to also say that I've become more of a minimalist over the last year or so. So I've actually gotten rid of a lot of stuff, but every now and then I find a box at Peggy's that I either do or don't fit into, but I hang on to it. And I'm about to go there soon to look for more records and clothes, so we might find more. But I wanted to show you tonight the bulk of my coats, okay? And I do want to listen to a little bit of music tonight, so I'm just going to drop the bar on that. And we're listening to Nirvana. So my first coat is not exactly fun or super witchy, except for it's the only practical coat I have that actually keeps me warm no matter what. And it's this big giant Michael Kors coat that an old girlfriend of mine and Alex gave me, and just a bunch of stuff she couldn't wear. And it goes all the way down to my knees. And then it has this big hood. And it covers you up down to your hands. So, nightly rituals and spells and stuff, this thing's awesome. It has snaps and a zip, so if for some reason that zip didn't work anymore, you could still snap it up. And then inside it's kind of feathery, so that's taxidermy-ish. It was a very pricey coat, something I'd never buy on my own. But she gave it to me, and I wasn't even attracted to it at first, but I love this hood after all. So, that is my practical coat for nighttime rituals and stuff. And then this is my shorter practical coat, which I found at a Nordstrom rack when Alex and I were on our honeymoon. We just went downtown Seattle, and this one hits right at the waist, and it's got some really pretty pleats, and this is a down coat, and then the top is some sort of fancy thing. This is the brand, and I got it at Nordstrom rack. It said the normal price was $400 something. I've never spent that much on a coat, probably, I don't think. Oh, that's not true. That wasn't a taxidermy coat. Okay, so, and it's got some cinches, and it's got these cool, keep your hand warm things, and it gets really hot, and it's like having a scarf all in one, because it keeps your whole face muffed up. I love that. So, yeah, I can't get rid of that, because it's just so smart. Okay, next. I have this little blazer that I like to wear when I need to look nice. So I would wear it to a job interview. I would wear it with a pair of shorts and funky tights and Doc Marten boots. I would wear it with pretty much anything really. Some denim maybe if I had some. And it's just it's a Nautica vest. And it's got these really small pinstripes, which you probably won't be able to see. And then sometimes this red just gives a little flash. But it's this small blazer. It's right below the waist, right below the waist. Okay, so that's one I've had for quite some time, and I got it on a thrift for $9. Yeah. This one I love. It's like a band jacket, and it reminds me of a 1960s UK band jacket. You guys know I love everything from the UK pretty much. And this one is fun. I always get a lot of people talking to me when I wear this. It goes all the way down, and it's really high. So it can go with any length of dress. It could go with a pair of low or high-waisted jeans, depending on your waist size and what you're comfortable with. But sometimes you can just leave it open, like I do sometimes, and floating in the wind if you just want to do one button and go. Or you can button it all the way down if it's really cold. And it's got, where are they? Oh. Well, okay, but the buttons on it are nice. They're gold. And this gold brocade is just fantastic. However, it does grab onto lint and cat hair, so you just want to whoosh, whoosh on your way out. But lots of compliments. If you need to make friends in real life, wear these kind of clothes out. People talk to you. It happens. Okay, next. I've got this jacket that I made. Basically, I got the coat itself at Hot Topic. It has this button-in hood and then short, biker sleeves, I guess you could call them, and it's a black denim. And then underneath it just had this little bit of flannel, which made it to me grunge, I guess. So then I've sewn on all these patches. Let's start with the back. This old, medical symbol. Oh. Today is the first day of the rest of your life. It is! And every day that saying is still true, which I love. And it makes people smile. One of the greatest albums out there. Sex Pistols. What else is on here? Ah, of course. The Who. Oh, is that it? Oh, don't tread on me. Just don't. It's not smart. My family, we are all been bikers, so. Not me. My dad, his family, my brother, etc. Not me. I would love to be able to ride a motorcycle. I do in my dreams sometimes, but sometimes I fall off too, and that's scary. Okay, the next one I'm going to show you after I put it on, because it's striking from the back and from the front. It's just like, she looks so plain today. So it's a dark blue denim. It's got a zip and a snap, and then these cool zipper pockets, which are not functional. There's just a zip for no reason, like Mark from Peep Show would say. Just is a zip here and he says another word, but I don't want to say my channel. They swear in those shows. Okay, ready? Here's the back. And it hits like right kind of below your buns. But yeah, I'm not sorry. Here's what it means to me. For a long time, I would be that person who apologize, whether it was my fault or not. And guess what kind of people I would attract? The kind of people that preyed on that sorry person that needed to hear that over and over. And it made me weaker and more frail and such a more of an empathic person, I think. And so now, this is a mantra that I have to live by to make myself be better. And it's not that I'm not sorry for things. I still say sorry when it needs to be said. But I don't say sorry all the time just because it's a habit and it's an instinct. Because I feel, and tell me in the comments, you guys, how you feel about that too. Do you think that saying sorry all the time will draw in the wrong type of friends? The type of friends I had in high school when I was saying that kind of stuff all the time, sorry, were the manipulators. They were the emotional vampires. They knew I would do everything for them, and I did. And, so yeah, I'm not sorry. Okay, we were talking about British things, British shows. Okay, well, if you are in the older, I guess, age group, if you're in your mid-30s or later, you'll remember a show called The Young Ones. Well, I've made my own version of that jacket, but it's really similar to Rick from The Young Ones. And also, if you're just American and you don't know what the heck I'm talking about, do you remember the early 90s movie Drop Dead Fred? That's Rick from The Young Ones. Well, he was in a show, and he was such this, like, punky, awesome, so cool. So cool. So this is my Rick from The Young Ones jacket. He always has a bunch of buttons down one side. And then the back, I've done like him too, and I was showing this, I was showing you guys this the other day. I wore it before the Smashing Pumpkins concert. And you could only see the front. Well, now you get to see the back. But I think we'll take it off and then talk about the pins, but here's some good views of the pins. And it has some nice shoulder pads, you guys. Like, these lift up like that. It really, like, it's a nice boxy form when you button it. There's just that one button, yeah. And then I've put this big giant pin right here, which is not from The Young Ones, but I added that, you know? Okay, in the back, I bleached an anarchy symbol, which is just like that in the show. Just like that, but different. But this is my version of it. And yeah, basically, I don't always fit in this jacket. It's a very small jacket, and right now I fit in it, so I'm excited about that. But these are old pins, and if you have old pins, you want to make sure you have a tetanus shot. Because if you were to poke yourself, which I've done before, they're rusty. So there's just some little symbols. None of them are witchcraft necessarily, but just ones I found in the thrift store. I love circus. I do, you guys. I love circus. Guns, Babes, and Lemonade. This blowfish on a skateboard. Or maybe not a blowfish. Some kind of angry angler or something. What does that even say? It was the final straw. It was the final straw snapped. Whatever. They folded the flag, she wept. From home to homeless, short journey. It's whatever. It's just whatever pins look cool on the side of my arm and don't say something offensive to anyone. So yes, this is my jacket that I'm probably one of the most proud of. Yeah. So yeah, I'm an artist. Some of you know that. We're talking about, well, we're on the Taxidermy Witch channel, right? So I'm probably going to have fur coats. They're at Peggy's. So next time I'm over there, that I remember to, I'm going to go get my fur out of her vault. Not that she doesn't have money. She's not rich, and neither am I, but she does have a vault at her house where we can keep things like, that are precious, or heirlooms of the family and stuff. So I have a full length, like to the bottom of your calf, rabbit coat that's white. I have a white fox coat that's the same length, and I have a short rabbit jacket, the long white fox coat, and then I just recently got a mink, and it's full length down to your ankles, but it's huge. Like it would fit even someone that was a size 2 or 3X. So I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. It might be an art project. I might make it into a blanket. I might use it for magics. I don't know, you guys, but it's just it's at Peg's in the vault. So the next jacket that we're going to talk about, well, we've got some Nirvana on. Okay, I'm going to put it on and give you a chance to say if you know how it relates to Nirvana, and you'd probably kind of have to be a super fan. That's the clue, I could say. We just recently got this on an eBay auction. And it is a very, very thin windbreaker of the maps of the world. But look at the back. I don't know if you can read what that says. It says USSR. So this really is a vintage jacket, you guys. When the USSR was not called Russia. Or however I should phrase that to be politically correct, I'm not sure. When Russia was called the USSR. Insane. So it's quite short. That's why when Alex got it from the auction, he had to give it to me, because we're both in love with Nirvana and Kurt Cobain, aren't we? Everything about it. But I don't know. It's just like so thin. It's so delicate. I don't wear it a lot, and it wrinkles easy, so you just have to be really gentle with it. Just know that it's not gonna like keep you warm. And I don't know, it could rip super easy. It's just like paper, you know? So, but I mean, that was the 80s. It was the windbreaker. So Kurt wore this in an interview. See that? Kurt wore this in an interview where he's just sitting on the floor talking with the band, and I sent that video to my husband just the other day, like I often do, because, you know, hey babe, have you seen this interview? No, I haven't. So then he found it on eBay and he ordered it, and it was just such a shame it didn't fit him. But I mean, I was super stoked that I got a new jacket, right? Yep. So there's that. How's your guys' night? Mine's a lot better tonight. Thanks for all the love and support last night from everybody. Appreciate it. Okay, I do have some faux fur though. This comes to, right above my knees, and it just has this really nice latch at the top. Just a metal, big vintage like latchy hook, and it's just faux fur, you guys, but it's got these faux pelts, and so if you wanted to look like you had some taxidermy but wear something that was synthetic, this would be a great way to go. What's it called? Scully, and it's a size 12, and right now I'm a size like 4, so I mean, the point of me saying that is with big furs like this, it doesn't make you look bad, it doesn't make you look bulky, you just look feminine and long and tall. So that's an option for if you didn't want to wear actual taxidermy, or maybe it's a vegan option. I don't know enough about the coat, but okay, coats. I really do love coats. I really, really do love coats. And I think it's just because, like, for so long, I've wanted to just, like, shield myself from the world, and coats are a good way to do that, especially for an empath. So fall in love with your coats. And I live in Washington, so it's really you need a coat. It doesn't rain all the time here anymore, you guys. It's just more like windy along the water. Okay, this is the brand of this coat. This is probably my very favorite coat. I've kind of made it because I thrifted it and then I took off buttons. It is this beautiful Crush royal blue velvet. I know that you can't see that in my cruddy video, but Crush velvet. These gorgeous buttons. And then there's a different type of button on the back. It goes low, down to my knees a little bit below. And it is thick, you guys. Like, I can't wear this. I can only wear it outside. Wearing it inside of any space, you get hot so quick. But I just really love it. I've been really attached to it. I bought it for $20. And at the time, it didn't even fit. It was way too big. But I was just like, I need to have this coat. Oh, it also had a tie. But I've either lost or gotten rid of the tie because, you know, that's how you'd cinch it in for when the coat's too big and you can make it smaller. And that's how you can make a rad coat fit you anytime. Oh, but I love this coat because the pockets are ginormous. It's like having two small purses in the front of you. So that's another really awesome thing. You don't have to really carry a purse, not per se, with that. Okay, next, on to one of my favorite colors. It will be hard to guess. Red. This is a coat I got at Target. It's a size small. It's the inside's gorgeous. And the outside's just red. But like when you hang it on a stool, you can, you know, see the inside. And I always think that's so pretty. Or when you put it on a hook, you know, the inside kind of shows. Or when you just subtly take it off, there's just this glimpse of pattern. And people see that when you, walk into a restaurant, take off your coat, and there's that. So when it zips, this one's nice because, again, it's like, okay, it hits above the knee. So it's a little bit sleeker, sexier of a jacket for more of a night out, rather than a cold day or something. But it's got a rain repellent to it and a really smooth feel. However, it does wrinkle really easy. Has these cuffs that open up and, you know, your tattoos can kind of come out a bit, or it just bells the cuff. And then when you zip the neck all the way up, again, you're covered like all the way up to your nose if you need to be. So I do love this coat, and I of course have lost the belt that goes with it. Bigger pockets in this than that blue coat. I actually forgot about this. I'll be busting this out soon because it just started to get chilly again. Big giant pockets, and you can be like, wow, on both sides. So, and then the back, it's kind of a pretty, again, like pea coat cut, I think, in the back. Yeah. Okay, and I'm gonna flip the record, and then I'm gonna show you my last 2 or 3 coats. I love witchy coats. You can just have a plain black dress and a really cool coat, and you're doing good. Okay, this coat's awesome because when you wear it, there's so much fabric on the under part, it's like a big dress, like it moves like a dress. It is really, really gorgeous, but it's just a big giant pea coat, silk on the inside, Express brand. The back's got some really nice, like, draping or whatever you want to call it, ruching or draping in the back. But when you walk this thing, it dances, and it's a lovely, zebra pattern. All eyes are on you, you guys. A beautiful pair of heels and some red tights with this, because it's a yeah, that outfit is sharp. Oh, so sharp. And then last but not least, the coat that I've shown in a video before when I've had it in the background. This is the coat that I got married in. I did pay, a lot of those other coats I didn't say prices on, but if I thrifted, I never paid more than 30 bucks. This one I bought, what's the brand? Hell Bunny. I mean, you guys know that's an expensive brand. I know I paid more for this than I did my wedding dress. My wedding dress was $300, and I think that this was $4. So, So it has got these amazing giant cuffs that come almost all the way to your elbows. So when you're standing, you just have this gorgeous, you know, barely just your fingers, your rings are out, you know. And then you can leave it open and walk around like this in the back. The hood is just so gorgeous when the hood's up. You know, this is great for Sabbats. If you don't mind getting it a little dirty, it'd be great for your full moons out, but this is really special, so. And it is huge and dress-like on the bottom too. See? And the whole bottom of it is that big black thick fur. So I love to wear this with a really beautiful black dress. My wedding dress was cream. Maybe something in a pinup style, because this has definitely got that whole 1940s USA vibe to it, tied in with that gothic witchy vibe as well. But this isn't a cloak or a robe that, you know, for witchcraft or for Wicca. That's not what this is. So I hope you enjoyed my coats, you guys. I enjoyed showing them to you. Looks like I have one last one here I forgot to say. I've had this for a long time. It is a very fitting lambskin jacket and tailor. And I got this, I thrifted this for $50 brand new. And this was an $800 jacket. So again, I have expensive things, but very seldom do I pay the full amount for them. And that's what I suggest you guys should do too, because the things that you'll find at a thrift shop are so much more fun than like going online and doing that. You know, Kurt actually says in a really cool interview, he goes, you know, I used to really like thrifting, and I used to like to do it more than I do now, because now I can buy anything I want. But back then, before I was famous, before I had money, I didn't know if I was going to be able to afford that $40 typewriter I found that was so amazing, or whatever. So have gratitude for whether you have a lot or have a little. Be gracious for everything that we have. Thanks for coming back with me, Jen the Taxidermy Witch, and have a beautiful evening. I love you guys.